Hello Royals, nice to see you here again. This is your regular source of royal news and analysis. But before we start, please subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon to receive the earliest notification. The 13 bombshells in Omid Scobie's new royal book as firm brace for publication tomorrow. Omid Scobie's new explosive book Endgame is out tomorrow, and Express.co.uk takes a look at its 13 biggest bombshell claims that have emerged so far. Omid Scobie's explosive new book Endgame is hitting the shelves tomorrow, and its many claims is set to shake the royal family. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's unofficial biographer will reportedly reveal feuds and crises within the firm, according to the synopsis. Endgame is a self-proclaimed investigation into the current state of the British monarchy, comprising of an unpopular king, a power-hungry heir to the throne, a queen willing to go to dangerous lengths to preserve her image, and a prince forced to start a new life after being betrayed by his own family. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have distanced themselves from the explosive book and said they are not affiliated with it, but they are known to have helped Scobie with the publication of his first royal book, Finding Freedom. Some sections of Endgame have been serialized in media publications around the world, and today, Express.co.uk takes a look at the biggest bombshell claims in Scobie's new release, Real Reason Prince Harry quit the royal family. Harry and Meghan quit their royal duties in early 2020 before moving to the US. Many criticized the move and branded the Duke a threat to the crown. But Scobie now claims he knew the real reason why Harry wanted to leave, and it was to do with his personal freedom. He wrote, "These are probably sad realizations that will be had far too late in the journey. In the eyes of some within the institution, Harry is a threat to the crown. His freedom to exert his own thinking outside of the confines of the institution has made him the enemy." Meghan Markle never wants to set foot in England again. Scobie alleges the Duke of Sussex is ready to forget the ongoing feud with the royal family as he longs for reconciliation. Leaked extracts reveal that Harry allegedly said, "Ready to forget. Get an apology or explanation. At this point, who cares, right?" They also claim that both Harry and Meghan try to keep the monarch up to date with their family life by sending him photos of Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet. But according to Scobie, even though the prince wants to rekindle his relationship with his father, Meghan never wants to set foot again in England. Prince Harry was kept in the dark about the Queen's declining health. The author claims Harry was not informed about the late Queen Elizabeth's declining health and had no idea that the royals were preparing to say their goodbyes in her final hours last year. Scobie writes, "The Sussexes had no idea that Buckingham Palace was already planning for the Queen's final hours and the first days of the monarchy's new era until the Duke's phone started ringing. An unknown number. He usually ignored those." Meghan urged her husband to accept the call, which was his father telling him they were on their way to Balmoral to meet Princess Anne, who was already by the Queen's side. Leaving any bad feelings aside, Charles told Harry to get to Scotland immediately. Prince Harry forced to beg the royals not to break news of the Queen's death. Queen Elizabeth's death was officially announced to the world at 6:30 p.m. on September 8, just before Harry was able to touch down in Aberdeen. The book claims that Buckingham Palace had planned to release a statement earlier, but Harry begged them to hold off, as stormy weather meant his plane had to circle the airport before it could land, and he wanted to be with them at the time. The palace agreed to wait, but eventually, they made the announcement without him. It reads, "When Harry's plane finally touched tarmac 20 minutes later, he received a text from Meghan urging him to call ASAP, followed by a breaking news alert via the BBC News app with the announcement of the Queen's death." Prince William's fury. Prince Harry has been estranged from his older brother Prince William for a while now. While in his memoir, Spare, he's also accused him of physically attacking him. The Prince of Wales has never commented on the accusations. Now Scobie's book adds to that claim, saying that the two royal brothers engaged in physical fights, stressing that absolutely nothing has changed between them. In the book he states, "I was talking to a source quite early on in the process, and they called Harry a defector and said that was William's view. These were two men who once upon a time were firmly aligned in their outlook. One of them had to move on to also protect the crown." King Charles and Prince William have clashing approaches and opinions. Scobie alleges the Prince of Wales prince is getting increasingly frustrated with his father's squandering and sees him as a mere transitional monarch. The book reportedly reveals moments of which the royal family should be ashamed. In the book, it's claimed that both Charles and William have clashing approaches and opinions towards the monarchy. The book reads, "Their views, their outlooks, are very different. And I can see that becoming an issue over the years ahead. Prince Harry has been brainwashed." The author alleges that William claimed Harry has been brainwashed by an army of therapists and that the Sussexes' complaints about royal life had blindsided the family. A source said that the Prince of Wales no longer recognizes Harry and doesn't want to know him anymore. Scobie writes, William believes Harry and Meghan blindsided the family, even the Queen, with their public complaints and their oh-so-California self-importance, an opinion he has repeatedly voiced in various ways to friends and aides during the past 2 years. Convinced Harry's been brainwashed by an army of therapists, William says he no longer even recognizes his own brother. A source said, King Charles told royal staff to get rid of Prince Harry crisis meeting as he was overworked. An overworked King Charles reportedly avoided a meeting request from Prince Harry and ordered staff to get rid of him instead. According to Scobie, the King and Harry barely spoke by that point. 3 weeks after his request was turned down, the Duke of Sussex announced the publication of his memoir Spare. The news reportedly left the monarch in a state of shock. King Charles furiously called Prince Harry that fool after Netflix doc release. King Charles was reportedly so furious with Prince Harry after his and Meghan Markle's Netflix docuseries was released that he called him that fool. The book reportedly gives a detailed account of the monarch's reaction after Harry let slip of the royal family's secrets. It reads, "At the palace, heads were in hands and migraines were brewing. The show took the wind out of everyone's sails," said one aide. He went from not wanting anyone to talk about his son to openly criticizing that fool. William and Kate enjoyed South Park episode mocking Harry and Meghan. Princess Kate and Prince William reportedly enjoyed South Park's brutal satire of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. The book alleges the Prince and Princess of Wales found the episode hilarious. Harry and Meghan were mercilessly mocked in an episode of the US series entitled The Worldwide Privacy Tour, where a fictional prince and princess of Canada demand people stop looking at them while courting publicity all the while. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex aren't mentioned by name in the show, but the creators make a series of thinly veiled references to them. Princess and behind Frogmore eviction. Harry and Meghan's Frogmore eviction was encouraged by Princess Anne. According to Endgame, the Princess Royal is said to have persuaded her brother King Charles to kick them out of the estate. Scobie claims that after the release of Spare in January 2023, Charles was cautious and warned royals to ignore statements made by Harry in the book. But while many were especially worried about the Duke's claim, it was his sister who took the firmest approach and convinced him to order them to vacate Frogmore Cottage. Princess Kate shudders and giggles every time she hears about Meghan. In yet another bombshell claim, Scobie alleges that Princess Kate shudders and giggles about Meghan Markle. According to the author, who discussed Kate's meeting with Meghan in 2017, Prince would never have accepted a Hollywood actress as his wife due to their different values. He added that Kate agreed with William as she sees Meghan as her rival. Scobie wrote a quote by a close of the Prince and Princess of Wales. Kate spent more time talking about Meghan than with Meghan. He also that the two royal women have not directly communicated since the end of 2019 and added, every time she hears about Meghan, Kate shudders and giggles. King Charles in tears and afraid over Prince Andrew's mental health. The king was reportedly left in tears over his brother Prince Andrew's mental health, according to the book. Scobie described how Prince William was colder in his treatment of the Duke of York, as opposed to Queen Elizabeth II and King Charles. He wrote, King Charles was in tears because he was afraid for Andrew's mental health. So what do you think about this news, guys? Thank you for tuning in to today's discussion. As always, I encourage you to share your thoughts in the comments section below. Stay tuned for more updates on the intriguing world of royalty. Until then, thank for watching. We'll see you again with some more fascinating news about the royal family. Thank you.